What's up, guys? C2113 here, and today I've got another awesome iPhone 7/7 Plus, or in this case actually 7 Plus accessory. In this case, it's a case. Now everybody knows that the 7 Plus and the 7 are water resistant, IP67. Okay. Now I would have liked to see IP68 certification, but it's IP67. Now, even so, all right, even given that, what we do know about the rating is that if you watch any of the videos that pull the phone apart and more in detail describe what makes it water resistant, not just the iFixit teardown, because that doesn't really show you why it's water resistant. It's not just gasketing, because if anything, gasketing would be one of the best ways to seal a phone. Either that, and then with the adhesive around the screen, you'd think it's really well sealed. Well, the problem is that 100% sealed phones have one problem, and the problem is audio output and input, specifically through a speaker and the microphone. So the way sound works is, obviously, sound creates waves in the air, and that is how you both hear sound and how a microphone picks up sound. It picks up those waves. Well, the problem is if a membrane is in between the speaker and the output in the outside world where you're hearing it, you're always going to hear a sound that's a little muffled, because in the end, you're gonna that sound energy has to travel through not just the air behind the membrane, but it also has to move the membrane, and essentially the membrane becomes the secondary speaker, sort of carrying, transferring that wave that it received again. And it's never going to sound as good as a naked speaker. So the way they have achieved water resistance on these speakers and the microphone is through the use of microscopic or super tight mesh. So these super tight mesh layers they put in the screens behind the grills for the speakers, for the speaker on the bottom and on the earpiece speaker, prevents water from getting in, because water would rather beat up and sort of stick to itself than penetrate the tiny little holes, which would act as essentially like a cheese grater for water. But obviously, above a certain pressure, the water will push its way through. So obviously, you have that issue, right? That ultimately it's still open to water getting in. Now, up on the bottom, you can see that most of the circuitry around the lightning port and that sort of thing is actually embedded in plastic to prevent water damage in case a little bit of water gets in. And then around the speaker itself and the microphone, the back end of the speaker and microphone are sealed to prevent any water ingress. And then also on the earpiece here, you have the similar type of sealing behind the speaker itself. But it doesn't change the fact that water can still get in, can both push against and possibly damage the actual diaphragm of the speaker, and also get into the phone itself. All right. So what is the solution for those of us that want to actually bring the phone in the shower without worrying about the steam and that sort of thing, and bring the phone underwater to record some shallow water video? Well, currently there actually isn't a official solution, because Apple doesn't provide anything. Their cases aren't waterproof, and even the well-known brand LifeProof hasn't even made a case yet. So it has still not been released, and not to mention it's $100. All right, but what did I find for you guys? I found the best rated waterproof case that I could find on Amazon. And again, you have to remember that Amazon is now full, absolutely full of, just especially with phone cases and accessories, of products that have fake review after fake review after fake review, because either it's just blatantly like, in Chinglish, like, this product are very great or something like that, and you're just like, yeah, that's definitely written by someone who speaks English. So you're just sitting there like, this is ridiculous. There's 16 reviews and they all say like similar broken English, like, ooh, product, very nice, soft touch. It's like, dude, it's a case. I mean, tell me how it works. Show me some pictures, right? So obviously they're fake. Well, what I have here to you today is one that I was actually able to find some real reviews on, okay? So we're going to go ahead and open this up. All right. And there it is. This is the Merit waterproof case for the iPhone 7 Plus. Now, as you can see here, it says mobile device because I guess they use generic packaging. But if you look right here, you'll see it says, let me focus that camera there, iPhone 7 Plus waterproof case, and it's a black case. All right. So again, probably not as nice as a LifeProof, but honestly, if you ask me, LifeProof cases are way overrated and definitely overpriced. So this, we're going to check right now, give you a live update, exactly how much I paid for this, all right? So what I paid for this, I paid $25. Okay, so $25, and I actually found several really actually real reviews on this. So because again, I'm not going to spend $25 on something that's, you know, like 5 dudes in the factory who say it's great. So we'll go ahead and pull it out here. It reminds me a lot of a LifeProof with the snaps and everything. But the difference is, of course, no headphone jack. So again, you know, for better or for worse, you don't have to worry about that screw-in adapter anymore, because if you're listening for headphones, they got to go through here. Now, obviously, the problem with this, though, having a flap is, while it is great for easy entry, there's no way you're going to be listening to a wired headphone while you're underwater, because basically, or while you need water protection, because this, as soon as it's open, lets in whatever, right? Now again, back, clear view of the Apple logo here. We have space for the cameras and the flash. On the front, we have a sort of membrane here for the home button, so that your fingerprint sensor will work. Touch ID. We'll move that, and we'll see what's included. All right, they include some generic dudes surfing on a very generic-looking, somewhat iPhone-y printout. It says study all instructions, water test prior to install. Now, I do want to tell you guys, in this video, I am not going to be including a water test. That is going to come up in the next video. This is simply a fitment and unboxing, a fitment test and a overall fit and finish test. All right, I'm not going to be doing that in this. So I'm assuming this is the pry tool they give you to pry the phone case apart once you got the phone in there. Give you a lanyard, which is nice. That's another thing too. If you're going outdoors, you know, the importance of just even having a lanyard on your phone is insane, because even if your phone is waterproof, the case is waterproof and all that, if you drop your phone into like the Amazon River, okay, down a waterfall, you're never getting it back, right? So having it on a lanyard is an invaluable thing when you're out, you know, if you're an outdoorsy type person or you're going to be in that sort of environment. So you check the O-ring. O-ring looks good. I don't see any areas where it's folded over or if it's twisted or anything like that. Now it says right here under in the instructions, thoroughly check all the seals, align the front shell, put it together, do the water tests, bada bing, bada boom, check for water, anything. Now again, even though this is only IP68 rated, I want to explain why this is definitely more waterproof than the iPhone itself. Because for one, all the ports really are sealed. So all of the speakers are sealed, all of the microphones are sealed, and there are no entry points, and all the buttons are sealed, of course. Whereas on the iPhone, it's sort of haphazard when it comes to the speakers and microphones, because they put that mesh in there which should resist the water, but it's definitely not impervious to water because there's still holes through it. So this is a great example. So we're gonna go ahead and get this phone in here. Enough talking, you know what I mean? So I'm curious to see, because I got a glass screen protector on here, right? I'm gonna go ahead and use the cloth they include here to wipe up my phone a little bit. So I've got a glass screen protector on the front, and then I've got a plastic back protector on the back, a PET type film. So I'm gonna just wipe this up. Let's get all the smudges and stuff, because remember, this is gonna mate against that screen protector that's already part of the case. And that's what I want to see too, is how well does that screen protector work? Because if it's junk, If it's like those old life proofs where like it would just form a little bubble underneath the screen and it felt like you were pressing on one of those old school resistive touchscreen Palm Pilot things from the 90s, oh my god, then it's definitely not worth it. But if it's anywhere even close to just like a slight thick film screen protector, that's acceptable. Because remember, it's a waterproof case and it's not one of the O-ring sealed like life-proof nude type cases. We're going to go in the back here and we're going to clean up the Apple logo and definitely the camera lens, because again, that's going in the back. So there's no wiping that off. It's behind another piece of glass. And then we're going to clean this overall. But the only major part that can be visible is the Apple logo. So we're going to just make sure that's clean. Got that back protector. So hopefully that works out. Going to check one more time for fingerprints and oils. Because again, there's no cleaning this once I put it in the phone and in the case, unless I take it apart again. All right, we got that together now. So now I'm going to place the phone in the bottom here. Make sure that lens lines up. Okay, lens lined up. Now I'm trying to figure out if there's some sort of protector on the back. Oh, there is. There's looks like some sort of, well, I don't really know. What's that all about? They got a little film on the back. I guess I need to pull that off. Alright. And then I want to just snap it together here. We'll start at the top. This is sort of like a life-proof type case. It's got the same type of snaps, the same feel. You know, you're feeling for that positive engagement. Doesn't always have to make a sound, but it should definitely feel like a positive engagement here. And I'm really interested to see how this plays with the screen protector and back protector I've already got on the phone. Just because it's thicker than a standard. If it makes it better or worse, I'm interested to see. So, all right. Wow, that mates up pretty well here. Does look a little bowed out on the back, so I don't know what that's about, if that's normal, if that's supposed to happen. I'm going to go ahead and pull this screen protector off. Alright, so looks like, for the most part, it made it up pretty well. It looks like my glass screen protector is under a little bit of tension at the top, but we'll see here. Let's check out if, I gotta, let's see, let me clear out. Oh, wow, look at that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and, so the phone's locked. I haven't pushed my Touch ID, and we'll do that again. Wow, look at that, guys. Touch ID works. It's pretty impressive. I mean, definitely feels a little bit more membrane-y here, you know, to be honest. And if I'm completely honest with you, my theory is that this is probably the weakest point in the case. But man, this is, I mean, it works, you know. It definitely works. Because that's always my concern, is that it's gonna be an issue doing that. But every single time I push it down, I'm getting through. So obviously that's working. If you guys notice on the back, it is a little bit bowed out here. So I'm not sure what that's about. In fact, you know what? We can take a look real quick. So I'm not sure if that, but I mean, even the screen protector, it doesn't feel like there's a giant pocket of air between that, and that's with my glass screen protector. You know what I mean? So I'm pretty impressed with that. You know, I was again worried that it was gonna just feel like one of those life-proof ones where it's just giant pocket of air behind there, but it sits pretty flush. You know, all things considered. Yeah, let me move around here. No problems. All right. We'll try from the edge here. We'll try pulling down notifications. We'll try pulling up the let's see, pulling up the settings from the bottom here. Nope, no problem. Go to the left. I mean, this is good. You know, this is perfect. Let me open up a note here, and I'll go ahead and start typing something. So, you know, just random, just testing all the keys. Keys all work. 3D touch still works. I mean, this is insane, you know. All right, guys. Well, that's been my basic overview of the Merit iPhone 7 Plus waterproof case. Now, again, I will be doing the water test in another video. I'm going to test this unit first, and then once I've verified that it is in fact waterproof, I'll go ahead and show you that with the phone in the case. All right, because I would prefer not to destroy my phone on camera. You know, I know you guys see all these big name YouTubers that can just put their life on the line, you know, or put their phone on the line because, you know, they got 16 more of them. But hey, I'm just one dude. Okay, I don't have. It's the only iPhone 7 Plus I got. So, oh, all right. You know what? The other thing I would test before we go is I will test audio. So let me find some non-copyrighted music. Let's see. And you know, to be honest with you, excuse me, typing on here really doesn't sound, doesn't feel that bad. Like, again, the distance, the feel of like a separation in the keyboard or in the screen really isn't an issue. So we'll listen to something called well, hang on here. So let's see, Gensation Donuts. That's what we're here. I'm just waiting for this ad to finish here, and let me go ahead and select my iPhone since I normally keep it on my Bluetooth speaker here. So we'll go ahead and turn the audio. So it supposedly comes out the back here too. Yeah, I can confirm that. Wow. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this behind the camera, but man, I'm impressed. I mean, that's a level of sorry, it looked like I was trying to hit that, but I couldn't see it from behind the camera. So anyway, guys, you're going to have no problems with the speaker on this. I mean, I haven't done a call test yet, and I will confirm in the next video when I do the water test how that is. But wow, and you know what? We'll go ahead and open up the camera too. We'll just see what that looks like here. All right, let's go ahead. I mean, obviously you're looking at through a camera here, but you know, it really is. I see no degradation. Okay, and the other test I want to do here real quick. If I go ahead and turn on the flash, am I gonna get some weird? No weird aliasing or anything like that. Man, that's. And I think, let me turn the flashlight off and take a look here. If I'm correct, that is glass in front. Does it feel cold? Oh, it's not glass. So what's in front of that isn't actually glass. It's some sort of plastic. But it's very oleophobic, I'll give you that. Because I'm putting my finger all over this, and I'm not seeing any fingerprints. So, not glass. Definitely a downside here. But I guess, hey, you know what? You're only paying $25. So, anyway, guys, that has been my unboxing and brief demonstration of the Merit iPhone 7 Plus waterproof case. Again, look out for my water test of this case, excuse me. And if you like this video, give it a like, give it a thumbs up. Ask questions in the comments if you have any. Leave me suggestions, feedback, and if you want to see more videos and you want to see that water test when I get it done, subscribe.